You're on.
Hi. Well, this one is about all the different defense mechanisms of various animals. You want me to go through all of it?
Yes, please.
Okay. Right here is part of a sea cucumber. They eviscerate their internal organs whenever they're threatened. Fun,
Nice.
isn't it? You can remember, you can see here, and all the slime that's around that. That's part of a hagfish. You know that hagfish secrete a bunch of slime and mucus to get rid of prey.
Okay.
That stump of a tail here, you know, most, or not most, but a lot of lizards will detach their tail if they're ever caught.
Mm-hmm.
Various scales, like this one was drawn from pangolin scales. You know, it's a mammal with scales. It's interesting.
Okay.
And spikes as well. Some other lizards will have spikes. And here you can see an impression of what an eyeball would be with some blood. There's a specific lizard that will squirt blood out of its eye if it's ever threatened. That's fun.
It's gross.
It's going to be one continuous video.
Yes, ma'am, sir. I mean,
Ma'am.
yes. Yes.
Hey now.
Okay, next. Okay, and wait a minute. What did you use on this? Was oils or acrylics or what?
It's mostly acrylic, but with oil over top.
Okay, and this is one that you put on canvas
Yeah.
over wood. Okay.
Yeah, all of these are on wood right now. All right. This one's charcoal. On paper, on wood. This one is about what's sexually dimorphic between animals, meaning differences between males and females. Like these bits, antlers on male deer. This part here is male elephant seals will have a large snout.
Oh, I was wondering what that was, but never knew.
And some lizards will have frills during mating season. They'll unfurl their neck. A few feathers, like plenty of birds, will have this. And there's species like cardinals male cardinals will be red and females will be brownish. There's one insect that has males have large stalks for eyes, and the longer the stalks, the sexier the male for them.
I always thought that.
And this is, turkey gobblers. Male turkeys will have more the gobbler bit, whatever that's called, on them. Anything else you want on that one?
The like roundish thing on the left. Yes.
Some lizards, like that was taken from chameleon, they'll have some like bumps on them. Some males will have bumps on their head, like protrusions.
And the really dark piece on the top left.
That's open to whoever thinks to interpret themselves.
Ah.
Some of the stuff in between is filler to just fill in the gaps.
I see.
And that was part of that.
Okay. Next.
Next. I don't know if you really want me to go through all
I'm
this.
sorry, but for posterity, go through it.
All right, well.
You decided to do it. Sorry.
Sure. Well, with this one is about all the different reproductive organs of various animals. I don't know where to start. I guess from the top up, top down. That part that looks almost like a hamburger bun with sesame seeds on it. I've been told that before. That's part of male seahorse's pouch. Male seahorses are the ones that give birth to their young.
That's right.
You can sort of see the opening where that would go. This part right here is a duck penis. And actually on the end of it, there's this barb. Snails, well, all snails are hermaphrodites, and all of them have this barb that acts acts as their penis, but they actually attack each other basically and scare each other when they're courting.
Nice. Okay. Surprised the species survives.
They're snails. I mean, they're too simple to die that easily, I guess. This, and also this, is part of a barnacle. Barnacles, again, are similar in that they're hermaphrodites, but they're interesting in that they have the largest penis to body size ratio of any animal. So that's why I wanted to include that, because it is a very unique thing. This is not actually what you might think it is. That is actually a hyena clitoris. Because in hyena society, it's all matriarchal. And so female hyenas will have what's called a pseudopenis. And it's actually, in most cases, larger than the male's actual penis. And in some cases, it's actually barbed on the end. I don't know if you can see barbs on there too.
Mm-hmm.
And other forms like this one and some of these in between, those are just very somewhat generalized testicular forms. Just to, again, to fill in gaps along with here as well. And these three parts right here, I don't know if you know what echidna is. It's basically a mix between a porcupine and an anteater. But the males have a four-headed penis, and when they're courting, two of them are activated, while two of them are not. And when one session is over, then the other two will activate, and then the others will deactivate, and then they can just do it again. So it's efficient that way, I guess.
What animal did you say?
An echidna? Yeah.
Where's it from?
I don't know where. Is
it a mammal?
Yeah, it's a mammal. Like I was saying, it's basically a mix between a porcupine and an anteater and sort of a platypus as well. But yeah, they're kind of cute actually. I guess I should mention this. That is part of a lot of insects. The females will have something called an ovipositor, which is basically just a large sword-like protrusion on the end of their abdomen for depositing their eggs into like trees or wherever.
Okay.
You get that with cicadas a lot.
Okay.
They destroy trees whenever they come.
And the medium for that one?
This is mostly oil. It was initially acrylic just to lay it in, but a lot more oil on this one. It was all on board.
Okay. Okay.
Proximo.
See?
This one is about all of the ugliest plants in the world that I could come up with anyway. Let's see. Some of these I don't exactly remember the name for, but one of the main ones, this large sort of leaf-like thing, and plus the large stalk part, that's part of the corpse flower, and it's aptly named because it smells like a rotting corpse. Some other pitcher plant type form in there. Another, mostly just a vague, ugly leaf coming out of it as well. And this part, this is another weird flower with an odd texture to its petals that I can't remember the name of right now. This one is, again, I can't remember the name of this, but it is a type of fungus. This is another fungus where these red drops and the white stuff around it. That is something from something called bleeding tooth fungus. And these sort of wrinkles of bluish gray, that's from a cactus that just looks like a brain. And everything else is mostly just filler in between.
Okay.
And this is a bunch of mixed media. It's pastel, gouache, and some other acrylic stuff, all on paper, on wood.
Okay.
And this one, a bunch of teeth from various animals. Don't hit the wall.
I won't.
You can see shark tooth up there. You can see an elephant tusk coming, sort of protruding forward right there. Well, most of these are most generally just herbivore type teeth. I think this one was from an elk, and this one was probably from bison or some. No, not from bison. I think it was from like a mammoth. That's where I think that tooth came from. And this one is from a hippo tusk. And these are actually just the roots of any other teeth, not the actual top part itself, along with this. And again, other just generalized forms in between. And this one is all on wood, on gesso board, with mostly pastel and some charcoal as well.
Okay.
And that should be about it, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna get them from this side because they look so, well, they look like they're protruding. But just to prove that they aren't,
Just get right here.
yeah. What I want to know is, what are we going to do with these puppies? Very nice. Very nice.